Welcome back to the show. My name is Garrett Vita, and this is the Growth Vantage Podcast. I'm so excited that you're here today. I'm super excited to talk about this topic, about mindset. I know you hear it all the time, mindset this, mindset that. But today I'm going to dive into the 5 parts of mindset. The reason why I want to talk about this is because the more we dive deeper into what is involved in mindset, the easier it is for us to really see and apply what beliefs and problems that we are experiencing. No matter what we do in life, we always have a mindset on certain things, cooking, career, investing, retirement. We always have a current mindset about it. And in order to be better, we always have to be changing that mindset. It's always good for the better, and we always got to figure out what part of our mindset is not so great and that's really preventing us from holding us back. And so when we dive deeper into the parts of it, I want you to really think about where am I at on this? Am I more aware about each part or am I not? And it'll be knowing each part will allow you to adjust easier for the future, so that when you need to adjust your mindset, you can figure out, hey, okay, I know the 5 parts. Okay, that's good. Part 1 is good. Part 2 is good. 3, okay, maybe not so great. Okay, I know what I need to adjust now. I know where it is. And now it's easier for me to adjust moving forward. So for that, let's get right into it. First thing that you need to know of a mindset is there's always a topic. Plain and simple, I said it earlier, there's always a topic. Whether it's investing into retirement, relationships, whatever it may be, you always need to identify what the topic is. The more specific you can be, the easier it is. Sometimes different topics do correlate, do affect each other, so it's important to be aware of which topics are closely related to each other and what are not. So for example, if you get into real estate investing, you have a mindset about real estate, and then you also have a mindset about risk tolerance. Very closely related, and they're very integrated, as well as on the relationship side. Real estate investing is very integrated into relationships, so you have a fixated mindset about real estate and relationships. So important to know both of those, so you know how they affect each other. The second part is precedence. So this refers to past experiences. So this refers to everything that you see, hear, and feel. So see, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's through this video, or maybe it's a magazine, maybe it's a book. Maybe you saw it yourself, having it right in front of you on the street. Hear, you maybe heard a friend, maybe you heard something on a podcast. It could be anything. Feel, this refers to your emotions, as well as you might have had some bad experiences from the past that correlated to this topic. Maybe you had a bad experience before and it really caused you to have bad emotions. So for example, let's say you're talking about real estate investing and you're begging to get into it anymore. Even though you want to get into, let's say, single family houses, but you had a bad experience with like tax liens, your bad experience from the emotions from tax liens will directly affect your mindset of single families, even though they're 2 different niches. Next is your current status. So this is the current moment, present moment. What's going on in your life, what thoughts are going through your head, how much is on your plate, what external factors are affecting you right now. All those are going to affect your current mindset. And those will be more of like the icing on the cake for this, because our mindset is already in our brain, but whatever's going around us currently is going to affect that in some shape or form, whether it's good or bad. And it's important to know how we're feeling those moments, what we're thinking about, what's on our plate, how much stress we're in, what are our priorities at the moment, what are the things that we need to get done. All of those things in the current moment will affect your mindset. Next is time. Time is so valuable and so little time that we have. So this refers to a few things. One is how long it's going to be in the crock pot. When we have a mindset about a certain topic that we've known for a longer time, the harder it is for us to actually know what our mindset is about, because over time we develop a habit which makes it a subconscious behavior. And 2, because of that, it's actually, depending on the person, it may make it harder for you to actually fix that mindset because it's been happening so concurrently and that you've always so used to that you might not want to ever change it. But there's a flip side to that. You can always change it. It's just like a flip of the switch. Just like any crock pot, you have turning right goes higher, turning left goes lower. So in this kind of scenario, if you had a topic for, you had a specific mindset on for like 15 years, that mindset's gonna be fixated on the high side. So all you gotta do is just figure out, how can I lower it? How can I lower it? Meaning by how can I really be more flexible in this current second so that I can make it easier for me to learn and adjust better? Because usually in those moments, you more than likely will have some kind of bad habits that you've accumulated, and it's so important to be on the flip side. Hey, how can I be more flexible? And then once you start to get the good habits, is then you can switch it to the high and be fixated on that. And last but not least is your way forward. From everything 1 to 4 will affect your way forward. This is really affecting your actions and behaviors, and how you're really going to take actions moving forward. You obviously know your topic. You know your past experiences that you've had, you see, felt, and hear. Those are really going to affect you because each single time you've had those experiences, it causes actions and certain behaviors, causing you to maybe not want to move forward, maybe you don't. In the present moment, it's going to affect your way forward now because each moment passes by. Next thing you know, you're going to actually take forward. And without you understanding how your mindset is in it, will affect your way forward and moving on. The way that way forward is affected by time is your ability to control time in your mind. From you knowing where you're at on that crock pot will determine your way forward. If you know you've only had this experience with this topic for like 2 minutes, your flexibility and ability to change is a lot quicker, so your way forward is a lot easier. On the contrary, if your crock pot is all the way to the right and it's all high, you're gonna have to do some little more adjustments in order to get that flexibility more in so that you don't get stuck in the same results, and so that you can actually move forward to what you're going to. How do you apply this? Identify exactly each of these and what you're missing so that you can figure out what things you need to adjust easier. The more intentional that we can be more about how we are in each of these parts and what we are doing, the faster that we can adjust and create a plan for moving forward. Again, the 5 parts of mindset are topic, precedence, current status, time, and way forward. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.